What's up, everyone? I'm Ken Worthington, and today we're gonna go over how to bench press. I see so many guys in the gym bench pressing incorrectly, and we want to stop this. We're gonna go over some of the do's and the don'ts, so how you can just lift in a way that you're gonna be healthy for a long period of time. When you're lifting, bros, I'm telling you right now, it's really not about how much you can lift, because if you get injured, you can't lift at all. So let's try to eliminate that as much as possible. Now, we want that silverback gorilla chest. We want that super Gainesville chest. Now, how do you get that? In my opinion, I think working the incline bench is gonna be more efficient for building that chest. Now, today we're still going over flat bench. We'll get to incline in the next video. It's pretty much the same, but either way, we're still gonna go over it later down the line. Now, when you are benching, the most important thing that you gotta understand is keeping your shoulders down and back. And when you're doing this, you might have to reset after you unrack the bar, which we'll go over pretty soon. But that's the main thing when it comes to lifting. I don't care what you're doing. There's so many exercises where you have to understand scapula retraction. Get used to this. Get used to this because of posture. There's so many different things you can do while you're lifting to keep yourself safe, and that is one of the main things you got to know. So I just want to get that out the way at the beginning of the video. But let's get it. Now you might have to reset. It depends on what's on the bar. I got nothing on this right now, so it's pretty easy. But with heavier weight, you might have to get a reset in. So you reset with your shoulders down and back. My feet, even though you can't see them, they're planted on the ground. You can still use the ground as leverage. That's gonna help you move some heavy weight. Wanna get a good base. Your legs are involved in the bench press a little bit. So now that my hands are straight, I got that scapular retraction. I'm coming down, I'm coming down, I'm coming down, I'm coming down. Then you come up. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Your bar path. Your bar path should not just be a straight line, straight up and down. It comes back a little bit. So as you come down, you're coming up and off your chest. Don't over exaggerate it. A lot of guys do it naturally sometimes, but if you catch yourself kind of just going straight up and down, that's a no-no. You're not gonna be as strong as you could be, honestly. And when you're straight up and down, that's a little bit too much stress on different joints. So you really wanna make sure that bar path isn't coming straight, it's coming back a little bit. And once you feel it, you get a good feeling for everything, things will start to come easier, but it's gonna take a little bit of practice too. So don't be afraid to just put on, just like this. I have nothing on the bar right now. I just actually had a chest workout, I'm pretty beat, but I still want to get in here and give you guys some tips. But it's good to practice with no weight. A lot of guys get in the gym and they just get right into it. No, get a good warm up in and treat lightweight like it's heavyweight. Why? Because that's you're training your brain. You're training your brain to act when it's in that situation. And when you can do that, the heavyweight is gonna start to feel easier. And again, we're always focused on mind-muscle connection, but that can get a little bit long-winded. We'll save that for a different video. Let's go over it again. Now, we learned some things today, and we're gonna practice this. Just like I just said, we're gonna practice it and keep doing it. It's that repetition that's gonna get you better at what you do. It's all about getting them reps in. It happens in life as well. Get a nice setup. When I get set up on the knurling, everyone's different. Some people have longer arms, some have shorter arms. If you have longer arms, you might need a wider grip. If you have shorter arms, you might need a closer grip. Get a good feel for it, but for most people, they put their thumb on the knurling on both sides and they go from there. That's a little marker to say my hands are even. Now let's talk about elbow position. With elbow position, you don't want your elbows flared out like this. That's an injury waiting to happen. Get them tucked. Some dudes do it naturally, some don't. As you're coming down, my elbows are tucked. I'm still forcing my shoulder blades to stay back and getting a good squeeze in that chest on my way up. You don't have to lock out. You do not have to lock out. Obviously, well, not obviously, but if you don't lock out, you're getting more stress on the pecs, and that's what we want. So we're coming down. Boom. On the way up, we don't lock out. Keeping that stress in the pecs, a little bit less in the tricep. Boom. Making sure that our elbows are not too far flared out. Boom. Now we're talking about breathing. That's hilarious. All right, now we're talking about breathing. I'm in my house, in my basement. Somebody probably used the bathroom up there. That's embarrassing. But damn, I'm gonna keep it moving. Either way, when you're breathing, I don't care if you're squatting, you're deadlifting, you're bench pressing, we're gonna wanna brace our core. Keep everything tight in here. Why you do that? Why you take a deep breath and brace your core? It's gonna make you stronger. It's gonna help you explode up. It's gonna help you move that weight. And that's exactly what we want. So now, even though I'm tired, even though I'm beat, I can't just lift the bar on this John. I'm gonna show y'all how it looks like with some weight. So let's get into it. You get some heavy weight under them, their feet start going crazy. Keep a strong base. You're like a tree with some roots. You wanna stay rooted into the ground. Little analogy for you. What can I say? And it's always good to get a nice mental state before you start benching. If you think it's gonna be heavy and you're gonna fail, you're upping your chances of failing. With me, I don't care what weight's in the bar. I don't care what's about to happen. I know in my mind, I'm gonna get it. And if not, you know, my spotter got me. But either way, I'm gonna have my spotter have me fight through it. Another key tip. If you are spotting somebody in the gym, let them work for it. You're not there to pick the weight up. You're there to help them get the weight up if they can't get it. If someone takes the weight off of me completely, I'm not getting no gains. And if I ain't getting no gains, I ain't happy. But at the end of the day, I mean, save the guy if he's dying, he can't move it. But let him fight a little bit. Let him get some pushing in. Let him get some, you know, some contractions in. That's what we want. That's what we want. Alright, so it looks like with some weight. Feet planted, shoulders down and back, scapula retracted. Getting set up. I'm using my thumbs. I'm looking at knurling, and the knurling is that that rough part of the bar that you see. I'm looking at it. I'm lining everything up. Take a nice breath. Getting it off the rack. Ooh, it's off the rack now. I'm resetting. Keeping my elbows tucked in a little bit. Boom, not locking out. Getting that nice squeeze. That bar path coming back a little bit. And there you have it, ladies and gents. Worthy Body Edition, how to bench, giving you guys some tips. Just wanted to inform some people on my thoughts on benching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is the first video, so I think you should. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe. Also, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, a little bit of Facebook, but not much, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And also Pinterest, who knew? Pinterest has a fitness little thing with it as well. So check me out there. If there's any other videos you guys want to see, let me know. My Instagram DMs are always open for questions. Thank you for watching. Love you guys.